Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Gemini. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis, please. So we have the Four of Swords. Oh, I love when this card comes out, Gemini, because this is someone here who's going to really feel like home, someone who you're going to feel relaxed and at ease with. They could be a Capricorn, all right? They're viewing you as the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. And the connection, we see the Page of Pentacles. So this may have a little bit of a slow start, but it's slow and steady wins the race here, Gemini. And we see the Judgment card, Aries, Scorpio energy. So I feel like this is somebody who's very awakened, somebody who's very wise, somebody who's really a next level type love here, Gemini. And with the Judgment card, this is somebody that's not looking to play games or looking for something short-lived. They're looking for something to go the distance. With the Four of Swords, I feel like this person is just going to feel like at home. They're going to feel at home with you, but you're going to feel like home to them. I also see that this person might be in chill mode when you meet them. So just they're relaxed. They're not stressed about, finding the one or dating. I love this energy. Really grounding, really calming. Now we see the Seven of Swords in reverse, which indicates to me that your person has moved on from difficulties. I feel like they've done a lot of healing and releasing of karma. So they're carrying around with them a lot, like very little baggage is what I'm getting. This is also a strong indication for me, Gemini, that this may be a secret admirer who's ready to reveal their feelings. And look at that Four of Swords again. Somebody super calm, okay, but not boring, right? It's just I feel like that's their disposition. Like they have this quiet strength, but they're just really calming. That's what I'm getting. They feel like home to you. All right, and we see the Devil energy. So you both might have Capricorn in your chart. I feel like both of you have worked really hard to heal and release karma. I kind of feel like you both might be crushing on each other before this actually comes into union. So it feels like you both are really kind of low-key obsessed with each other before anybody makes a move. But it may be that you're just developing a friendship. It may just be that you're taking time getting to know each other. I also see this is going to be a very sexy, very spicy connection once you two do come together. So I feel there's quite a build-up here of some sexual tension. All right, let's see what else we need to know about this person. All right, this is your twin soul, Gemini, absolutely. And you two mirror each other in a lot of ways, especially with that double devil energy coming through. So this is a mirror of yourself, and this connection, this is a connection that intends for you both to balance your feminine and masculine energies and evolve your soul. All right, we see short term. Okay, so for some of my Geminis, this could be someone that you're not sure at first if they are going to be in it for the long haul. And again, it might be both of you, but that's not what either one of you want. With this Devil energy, I feel like you're both taking it really slow to make sure that it isn't a short-term connection. Now with the Judgment card here and all this healing energy, it is possible that there's a stop and a start within this connection. Maybe that's already happened. Maybe that happens in the beginning. All right, we see Gemini energy. So you both might have like Capricorn and Gemini placements, or you two are just really similar. You two mirror each other in a lot of ways. All right, and we see that this person leads a healthy lifestyle. They live cleanly, infusing exercise and healthy choices into their daily routine. And we see this Queen of Wands. She's firmly placed in the gym. So some of you might meet this person in a place where you work out or doing something healthy, walking, yoga class. But yeah, it feels like you both mirror each other in how you live your lives and infusing healthy habits into your daily lives. Both of you might also be like in recovery is what I'm getting. So like both of you might like not drink anymore, or something along those lines. That's not for all of you, but just for a select few of my gems out there. So we see this devil energy. This is somebody who's pragmatic, they're hardworking, they're wise. There's somebody who is very focused. This is somebody who perseveres, determined. I think this person has a very strong presence, but like it's this quiet strength I'm picking up on. There's this little je ne sais quoi about this person, right? There's like that little something special. I don't know if it's the way they look at you or just the way they carry themselves, but they're not loud in that energy, but there's that quiet strength I keep picking up on. This person may be unconventional. They may have long hair. Now remember, these really specific messages aren't going to resonate with all of you, but they will be confirmation for some. And we see jealous ex. Ooh, okay. So yeah, there could be a jealous ex here in the mix. All right, and that might have been a short-term connection. Somebody here that really doesn't want to let this person go. All right, and some of my gems, you may meet this person online. For others of you, I feel like you may meet this person in person, but it's a relationship that seems to be developing slowly but surely. All right, even though there's passion, there's chemistry here for sure, so don't get it twisted. There's definitely attraction, passion, and chemistry. All right, so let's see what else we need to know about this person. We see mature man coming out in reverse and courtship. Okay, for some of my Geminis, this person may be somebody who wasn't always ready to step up. This may have been somebody who used to date a lot. Maybe they were a bit of a player in the past. Now, remember, my readings are not meant to be gender specific, but some of the cards that I use are. But yeah, some of you too, you might meet this person as they're healing from this jealous ex or some sort of short-term connection that really didn't go well, is kind of what I'm getting. And so I kind of feel like this person, like they are in chill mode and they're in that healing energy, but because they may have been dealing with someone that really kind of rocked their world or sabotaged their peace. So I kind of feel like this is somebody who wasn't or isn't even really focused on dating at the time or when you meet them. All right, and yeah, it looks like your person has freed themselves from some sort of karmic situation. And I feel like they're going to talk about that. I don't know if this person like had a stalker or they just had a really toxic, jealous ex. I do feel they're over it, but I don't know if that person is still somehow around them or they're just going to mention it. That's how you're going to know who this person is. Now, for some of you, that wasn't a short-term connection. It may have been something more long-term. Some of you, this person may have a history with the law. So some of you, this person may have been, in jail in the past or something. But I feel like this person is like, they're different now with this Judgment card. This is somebody who's done a lot of up-leveling. They've done a lot of, they've changed their ways. And for some of you, they may have even, kicked bad habits or freed themselves from addiction here as well. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. All right, we see they may be wearing red or they might like to wear the color red. They're physically active. Yeah, so I definitely get this person like works out, takes good care of themselves, or they like to walk, run, hike, be outdoors, bike, things like that. I'm just getting like healthy, active energy from them. They met you more than a year ago, so this could be somebody that you have had some sort of relationship with, maybe a short-term flirtation, maybe you went on a few dates with them, maybe you dated them briefly in the past, but it could just be somebody right? It doesn't mean that they're an ex or they're somebody that you've that you've actually gotten together with. And for a lot of my gems, because you have this twin soul energy and you mirror each other, a lot of you may really pick up on like a past life soulmate connection here with this person. All right, and we see that they may have an imperfection in their speech. All right, that could be a stutter, that could be a slur. It could be that the language you speak with them is not their native language. All right, and we see that there may be a 3 to 5 year age difference between you and them, Gemini. All right, the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. This tells me this person sees you as sexy, successful, attractive. They love the way you take care of yourselves. I do think you two have similar lifestyles, so it's going to be really easy, like an easy fit for you two. All right. We see the 5 of Pentacles. All right, and we see the Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, so some of my Geminis, they may meet you at a point in time where you've recently been through a breakup or a separation, or you're feeling really lonely, or maybe even you've kind of given up hope or faith that you were going to ever really find someone. Okay, so it looks like I've got, two people who weren't really expecting this, right? Or weren't really looking for love necessarily. Yeah, and that's what I'm getting. They see you might be in the midst of a glow up here, Gemini, after some sort of breakup or separation. And how my Geminis are going to be feeling, a tower moment. This is going to be something that feels like it changes everything. This is something so unexpected. Okay. Now, for some of you, it's so unexpected because this person is coming back around into your life in some capacity, not necessarily an ex. But for others of my Geminis, it's unexpected because you weren't looking, right? You're focused on you. You're healing from something that didn't work out, whether it's, a divorce or separation or just a breakup here. So this person, Gemini, is seeing you as the alchemist, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. So they see you as somebody who's actively healing, releasing, transmuting karmic lessons. But I also, this is the Magician card for me. The alchemist is someone here who just checks all of their boxes. Somebody, they love the way you communicate. They love that, you've been able to take some tough lessons and turn it into wisdom here. All right, and we see the Avenger. So this person sees you as a desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. So they see you finding balance. They see you as somebody who's fair and just. For some of you, there's a little tiny thread in this reading of like this being karmic justice. Like, I don't know if you met this person and you guys couldn't quite get together, or it was a short-term thing and now they're coming back around and it feels like, okay, now the timing is right. Again, that's a thread that's coming through. And of course, it's not going to be for all of my Geminis. Some of you, this person is completely brand new, because that really is my intention for these readings. Someone completely brand new, but yeah, they definitely, they might feel like you are karmic justice for them after what they've been through, right? Like they really deserve to be in a connection with somebody who gets them, somebody who, mirrors them, and vice versa, right? Where you two understand each other. And Gemini, they see you as this monk or nun energy. So I do feel like a lot of my Geminis, like you've been through some sort of breakup or separation, or maybe you've just been through like a series of disappointments and you're working on yourself. Okay, and you're taking time to just focus on you, not really date, not really put yourself out there. And I think they see you that way. Yeah, like they know that about you. Maybe you've said that to this person. But yeah, it's, Spirit has a funny way of sending you soulmates kind of when you least expect it, but just when you need it. So the Page of Pentacles tells me that you may establish a friendship first. I kind of get like a slow and steady energy here between the two of you. This may be life-changing. All right, we see that this connection forms through navigating a challenge together. Alignment strengthens through cooperation. Okay, so again, maybe both of you are working towards healing. Both of you are working towards up-leveling. Some of you, you're both on a sobriety journey, something along those lines. All right. And we see navigating uncertainty. This connection moves through unknown territory. Clarity develops with time. Yeah, so again, I do feel this is like a slow and steady. Things become more clear. You may be hesitant at first here, Gemini, okay? And we see this connection feels familiar on an energetic level, awakening a sense of recognition beyond logic. So there's that past life energy I've been picking up on. Now, some of you, like I said, you may already know this person, or maybe you've dealt with them briefly or not so briefly, but yeah, there it is, confirmation that this connection feels familiar on an energetic level at the very least. All right, and we see stability through awareness here, Gemini. This connection brings steadiness through conscious engagement. Yeah, it's like this is where you build trust. It's like this slow and steady energy really builds trust between the two of you. So when you are ready to move things forward or take things to the next level here, you're going to be really confident, really sure that that's what you want, that this is right, that this is in alignment with you. And I feel like you both kind of, or at least you, Gemini, but both of you really kind of need that reassurance, that trust, because it feels like you both have been burned in the past. All right. So we see, wow, double confirmation, twin flame, twin soul, heart, body, mind, and soul. What an intense connection. And we also see Gemini energy and twins. So somebody here could actually be a twin, okay? But then again, remember, Gemini is symbolized by the twins. All right, so a gift from someone special. This to me is sometimes, this is karmic justice here. All right, and wow, we get twin flame recognition again. You know this soul that mirrors your own. My goodness, all right? And there's going to be a personal evolution within your relationship. What an intense connection here, Gemini. I don't think I've ever gotten 3 twin soul, twin flame cards coming through in one reading like this. Okay, so again, you might be dealing with another Gemini or somebody who just mirrors you, or, you know, this is twin flame stuff here. All right, let's see. Any important dates or times? Okay, take steps to speed it up. And we see the month of May, so it may be coming in sooner than you're expecting. I am doing this reading at the end of April, so maybe this is a connection that's coming into your life, coming back into your life, or developing throughout the month of May. All right, my lovely Geminis, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.